Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Couples Talk. Now on today's video, I want to talk about 5 reasons why prayer is a must in marriage. Now if this is your first time coming to this channel, my name is Franklin from Couples Talk, and on this channel we talk about marriage, relationship, love, and how to ensure that you win in this area of your life. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. One of the first reasons why prayer is so important in your marriage is that prayer keeps your relationship with God alive. Now, as a couple, it's of great importance that you understand that marriage is a holy ground. In marriage, you don't shut God out. One of the biggest mistakes most people have made is that they shut God out. They think, okay, this is a relationship, this is our marriage. So they, indirectly, they shut God out, or they keep God out of their marriage. But that's not how it's supposed to be. You've got to understand that the whole idea of marriage is not man's idea. The idea of marriage from the very beginning was God's idea. And because it is God's idea, if you're going to succeed in it, God must be involved in your marriage. And the only way to keep God involved in your marriage is through prayers. That's why you see that as a couple, you must learn to include prayer in your home. Prayer must be a priority in your home, both as an individual and also as a couple. So if you're going to keep your relationship with God alive, you're going to keep it alive, then you've got to make sure that prayer is done at all times. Now, the next reason prayer is a must in your marriage is because prayer keeps the unity. It preserves the unity in your marriage. Something I've discovered as you journey in your marital life, you begin to see that at every stage there are several things that matters. At the initial stage of marriage, brothers and sisters, I can tell you this: one of the things that couples consider is love. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. That's exactly one of the things that most couples consider at the initial stage of marriage. So, because of that emotional feeling that they have, they build their marriage around that feeling. They build their relationship around that feeling. But the truth remains that as time goes on, that feeling will no longer be there the way it used to be. In other words, you are not going to be overly excited about it because you are now in it. The reason you were excited about the relationship, about your love life as a then, was because it was new. And anything new, everyone has a tendency to be excited about it. It's just like someone who got a new car or a new TV. When you get a new car, you always want to drive the car. You always want to take care of the car, clean the car, make sure the car is good. I mean, the excitement is high. Talk to me. It is high. But guess what? As time goes on, let's say 1 year later, 2 years later, that excitement is no longer there. Now, does that mean you no longer like the car? Of course, you still do like the car, but the excitement is no longer there. Now, something I discovered is that in marriage, many couples, they build their relationship based on that that initial excitement, which is not supposed to be. Do not build on that, because after 2 years, after 3 years, there is something more. And one of the things that is going to matter after a year, after 2, after 3 is unity. Being able to still be on the same page after 3 years, after 5 years, after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and beyond. And now, the only thing that helps to make that happen is prayers. That's what I have discovered. You know why? Because unity, brothers and sisters, unity is spiritual. If unity is going to exist in any marriage, hear me, prayer must be a priority. In other words, you and your spouse must pray together all the time. A couple that prays together, sticks together, is something I've discovered. There are many couples out there today who are having issues, and one of the reasons they're having issues is because they don't pray together. I'm telling you, they don't pray together. When you pray together, listen carefully, by default, you want to treat each other the right way, because you know that God is involved. I mean, your conscience is alive. You get the point now. So that is why you see prayer, it keeps the unity. Because see, if you are not praying, hear me, division will set in at all times. There are several situations that will happen that will bring in division. Make no mistakes about this. It will bring in division. And when that division pops in, That's it. That's the end of it. And the division begins to grow. Division begins to grow. It grows to a point where the two people, though they are in the same house, they don't greet each other, they don't say anything to each other. They are living as enemies in their own house. And yet they are supposed to be in a relationship. That's why you see prayer is so important. Just the same way division grows, that's the same way unity grows. Unity has different levels. As you continue to pray together as a couple, as you continue to pray as an individual for your spouse, listen carefully, you are building unity. Each time you pray together, you are building unity. You are building unity. And I'm telling you, unity is one of the things that sustains and keeps marriage in the long run. As long as there is unity, love will continue to be there. Once unity is broken, love disappears. So you see that prayer is of great importance when it comes to what? To marriage. Don't miss it. Don't just listen to this and say, they've come again. No. Sit down and brood upon it. Sit down and brood upon it, and you will understand what I'm talking about. You get the point now? Now, the next thing here, the next reason why prayer is a must in marriage is because prayer keeps the devil far. Prayer, it keeps the devil what? Far. Let me tell you something. Every marriage is the devil's target. Every marriage. The devil knows that when two people come together to get married, a lot can happen from that union. Let me remind you. When two people come together and say, let us get married, do you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to lay a foundation for another generation. Offsprings are going to come from that, which will lead, which will preserve that lineage, and it will give birth to several other generations to come. And so you see that if you want the devil to stay afar, because these are the things that the devil comes for. The devil does not want that union to hold. The devil knows that if that union succeeds, so many good things are going to come from there. Generations are going to come from there. Generations that could destroy his works. So he will stop at nothing to destroy that union before anything. But when you are a man and woman who prays together, you pray on a daily basis, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, the devil will stay far. He will try, but he will not prevail. So your prayer keeps the devil far. I want to say this. I did a video on how to address spiritual attacks, how to know when your marriage is going through spiritual attacks, the reality of spiritual attacks in marriages. I did that video. I'll put the links in the description box below. Okay, it's now a playlist, so I will just put it there so that you can go watch it. One of the reasons most marriages are facing spiritual attacks today is because of the lack of prayers, adequate prayers. Some families pray, some couples pray, but not often. We're going to be doing another video on how frequent should you pray. So that'll be all for this video. I believe you've learned something. So let us know in the comment box. Let us know the area that resonated with you. Let us know the point that really came home to you. And don't forget to share the video, like the video, give it a thumbs up. And most importantly, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because it will go a very long way to help you. Subscribe, click notification bell so that next time I post a new video, you'll be the first to receive it. And don't forget, if you haven't read my book on Marriage Made Easy, I want to encourage you to get that book. I'll put the link in the description box below. You can see the thumbnail now showing on your screen. Okay, so take it seriously. It will go a very long way to help you. I'll see you when I see you. God bless you.